About 12,710 tons of solid waste is generated daily in Ghana, and only 10% is collected and disposed. Ghana again generates approximately 840,000 tons of plastic waste annually, and only 9.5% of these plastics are collected for recycling.
Over the years, it has been people disposing waste at a dump area in their community. And in the urban areas, some residents do dispose their waste in a bin where governments or private institutions do come for it and they do pay for it. And that has been the waste management over the years in the country.
The general public and most students are not educated enough when it comes to waste management. It's like we know what to do, but to put it into practice is a big challenge. And I think this is the major reason.
The major challenge in collecting plastic waste, especially in the urban cities, is the lack of well-planned and efficient strategies to manage the waste. Even though there are about 2,000 waste pickers cleaning up the beaches, markets, streets and other parts of the municipalities and successive government initiatives in managing waste, a bulk of the plastic waste generated daily finds its way into the drainages and water bodies, causing congestion and flooding eventually.
In some slum areas in our country, people disposing waste at gutters, which actually block the inflow or flow of waters in the urban areas. So that has also been one of the major challenges leading to flooding in the country.
People just leave them in gutters, and so when it rains, it's everywhere flooded.
I feel there are not enough facilities to hold the refuse, and also they are not recycled. However, they end up in water bodies that affect fishes, our lives, and everybody in general.
It is said that by 2050, there may be more plastics than fishes in the oceans if drastic measures are not taken, and that is the more reason why an innovative means of managing plastics was eminent.
Ni dua ni do monele we ba bi eche ke wo gbare onye wo gbra kenu lele wo chonu le we disturb wo wa
be san ne ka wote wa hello rubber so be no ba lo ta o ba ji o lo ta den che rubber ka bo Josh card
ke di o ke lo ba petrol ni wa yo bo na fi o ka bo nyomo no o ke wo mi o ke ya o kan aye na ama me ki ya na ma o
ko ka la ball afin do gbon wa ko so no pay ball e ko na wo ka ya.
Amongst many other attempts to curb the menace, one unique and sustainable initiative to efficiently manage waste, especially in urban cities, is the Smartpack Exchange, SPEX.
About 60% of our waste are being associated with food packages, and we bring in the solution to eradicate single-use packages in terms of food packaging. We believe that we are going to solve the problem by 50%.
In line with the healthy brand, we don't use rubber bags, so we use paper bags. I think we were Googling and we saw them, and then so they are the suppliers of our bags. Then with time, they also introduced the eco-friendly packs. So now we are suppliers of our bags and our eco-friendly packs.
Eliza's Restaurants and Bars is on the Spex Africa platform. We are helping each other to eradicate plastics and pollutions and everything that comes with plastic pollution.
Spex Africa aims to reduce the use of single-use plastics that end up becoming nuisance to the environment. By opting to use these reusable plastics, restaurant operators, students, workers and private individuals help in making the environment better and safer.
At Native Bar, because of our healthy brand, we actually do not use plastics to serve our customers in terms of takeaway. So we use eco-friendly packs. So that's how we've dealt with the plastics bits.
What we are doing here is we've resorted to degradable products. Like I said, the paper bags and then the packs and all.
But the single-use bits, we have a challenge there, and that's why we are excited about the projects that Spex Africa is doing.
I think what Spex Africa seeks to do is gradually wipe out the use of plastics, and I think we have started with that. And I think what Spex Africa is bringing on board is the use of these reusable bowls, where it will be delivered to us or supplied to us, taken out, picked up, washed and brought back to us.
Spex is an online platform that allows one to order food from a favorite restaurant in reusable smart packs that are collected after use, washed and redistributed to restaurants for dishing and packaging.
Spex is Smartpack Exchange, and it's actually a platform that individuals can order food from.
They deals with reusable bowls, and these reusable bowls, after eating the food, all that I need to do is what? Is to wash it or rinse it, and after rinsing it, I will just send it to a collection point.
Every individual has a span of 24 hours to return the bowl.
And sending it to that collection point, I will also be rewarded a discount on my next order.
Some of the bowls nearby, the any liquid soap, ni lemon, room kama. Sinebeye, ebesa ye neat, amount of asen yusubium.
With this process, it actually reduces the usage of single-use plastics.
Apart from reducing the amount of single-use plastics that cause a lot of harm to the environment, there are several other benefits that come with the reusable packs.
Personally, it has given me the opportunity to learn more about waste management. Yes, I know, but to research about it, to educate my friends and family, that's an extra mile. So I think that is the impact Spex has on my life and people that are connected to me.
This project has really educated me. Right now, when I go to town, I take my own bag to collect the items. I don't pick their black polythene bags.
Me and my household, we tend to produce less plastics or waste every month, and that has actually reduced the amount we pay for disposal of our waste every month.
I feel guilty when I buy food in a plastic container. However, I'd rather send a bowl. If I don't have the Spex bowl at the moment, I'll send a bowl to any vendor to get a food instead of taking their plastic containers.
It's fixing the problem of cost and then labor when it comes to like keeping it clean and reusing it. So that's basically cutting down costs.
I see the prices of foods from restaurants to actually reduce drastically in a way to cushion the amount of money people pay for foods from restaurants.
Spex is here to help the environment. It is here to help lives, and it is here to also boost businesses.
Spex also seeks to empower women by creating opportunities for them to play key roles in the value chain.
At Spex Africa, one of our priorities is to make women key change makers in our solution, and also giving women priority in terms of employment and key decision making. Being a woman and being in a key position, I feel glad because I've been given an opportunity to make key decisions without being discriminated upon.
Transferring this knowledge to other women by educating them on using reusable packages instead of polythene.
The impact of Spex is enormous. However, as an emerging initiative, it has some few challenges.
The major challenge with Spex is that because it's an online platform, it doesn't help individuals without smartphones to be able to order food from them.
One of our key challenges at Spex Africa is the legislation against single-use plastic that is still being tabled at Parliament.
Challenges may exist, but if it had the support or assistance of the central government and other stakeholders, it could remain one of the most viable and sustainable means of drastically reducing the use of single-use plastics.
I think we need a lot of partners and sponsors on board because, yes, we are preaching it, but not everybody can hear it. However, when there are a lot of partners on board and sponsors with money or funds, it will go very far, even international, and a lot of people are going to hear about it.
Every country seeks to make their environment eco-friendly. So if Specs Africa is bringing that initiative on board, then I think the government should support it fully.
The government believes in the SDG goals, which is SDG goal number 6, which has to do with sanitation. So the government is actually going to buy into this idea.
Promoting the products, and 2, bringing policies on board that is going to reduce the use or wipe out the use of plastics.
Embracing the future with optimism, Specs Africa seeks to reduce more users and extend education on opting for reusable packs instead of single-use plastics to everywhere in Ghana.
In the next 10 years, I see Specs Africa championing the reduction of usage of single plastic in the country.
Specs is going to go very far. The future is very bright when it comes to Specs.
I want everyone to subscribe to Specs because it's a positive project and it's here to stay.
I'm willing to be with Specs forever because with Specs, life is easy.
Specs, smart, safe, eco-friendly.